All right, I'm going to show you how to turn this paper into a butterfly. Start with a normal 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper, and you either need to use a ruler and scissors, or if you have a paper cutter, you're going to cut it to 7 7/8, going this way. Okay. Once you cut that off, throw the paper out or recycle it. Next, you're going to take the paper and you're going to make some crease lines by folding it in half lengthwise. And you're also going to fold it in half this way. And you use these as reference lines. Next, I'm going to make a diagonal fold from the center to this corner. I like to try and find the point here to start with. Try and get it right to the point. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, trying to make a diagonal from the center all the way to the point. That one wasn't so good. Next, if you have an old-fashioned protractor, what you're trying to do is make a 70-degree fold here. Sometimes I would normally just take this here and mark this off. I'm going 35 degrees this way and 35 degrees this way, giving my total 70-degree spread. I could then draw a couple lines all the way to the end. My other method is to measure from this line to there, and that would be 2 3/4 inches from this point to the center, and 2 3/4 inches from here to there. I'm then going to fold the opposite way. Make what they call a valley fold. Or this, a peak fold. Valley fold goes the other way. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Again, from the center point to that line there. Next, I'm going to fold it down this way and use that center line as a reference. I'm going to take this and fold it on that first line, on that first crease, on this fold here, and I'm going to kind of squash it down so that it's right in line with that center, and using this crease that I have there. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And put another crease there. And it should look like that. Afterwards, I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to fold this down this way until it's about, about an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch below the end there. And put a crease along there. I'm going to make a temporary fold up this way, coming about that far. It doesn't have to be exact, but somewhere about there. And I'm going to make a little mark here and here. When I unfold it, I'm going to unfold it this way, fold it in half. So now I have a line right there. I'm going to take some scissors, and right along that fold line, I'm going to make a cut all the way to that pencil mark. Again, folding it back this way. I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it the opposite way now. And then I'm going to tuck the tip in through that cut I just made and stick it through. If you're cut is accurate, it should go right through. Mine tore out a little bit. I probably could have cut it a little bit more. And it'll look like that. Then flip it over to this side. And I'm going to take my scissors again, and I'm going to make a cut on this seam right here, part of the way up. Again, you can kind of just experiment a little bit with how far you want it to go. Some of it's just mostly on the look and how far you want to fold that up. And cut a little more. So that when I fold it, that point kind of goes all the way to the top, and that point comes right there. After I fold that, I'm going to fold it the other way and tuck it underneath. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, kind of making that point and that corner come to a point. Again, fold it underneath. Next, I'm going to fold it in half this way. Kind of push it down, make sure everything's nice and flat. Take a stapler, put a staple somewhere right about there. And when I fold the wings down, where it's open here is going to be kind of a pivot point. So what I kind of do is fold it that way so these back wings spread out a little bit. So kind of folding it almost down at an angle. And then do the same thing to the other side. If I wasn't rushing through this, I'd take a little bit more time to make these folds look a little bit nicer. The last thing I like to do is shorten the ends here a little bit. Simple, I can just fold it down this way. But what I like to do is take that fold and reverse it and tuck it on the inside. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll fold it up a little bit like that. And I'll take that and I will fold that in on itself, giving a nice square edge. And there you go.